It's about 2023 of March this year, and I'm in this bedroom. It's 9 a.m. and I'm in a deep workflow on the topic I'm trying to study. I feel really good and my brain is actually focusing on what I need to study. 1 year ago, I couldn't even open the page, but right now I'm like one with the book and I can just focus with like no thoughts in my head. I was essentially in a flow state. The best method to get into a deep study flow is this concept called deep work. First of all, I'm glad that you have the drive to study and to work hard and get into a deep workflow, because a lot of people don't even have the drive to study. So it's actually good that you're over here like trying to improve your studying skill essentially. So I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll have this tactic which will literally 500 times how good you focus, how much you learn, and how much you retain in your head. Deep work is this period of like usually 90 minutes where you just keep full focus on the task at hand. This means no distraction, no phone, not even music, not even like, any like study with me bullshit. Literally just you and the task at hand. Because when you focus on just one thing instead of adding extra inputs, your brain is able to focus on it way better. Because we actually have, if you really think about it, humans are made to focus on one thing at a time. We actually have this ability where we just focus on this one thing. When we add extra inputs like music, study with me's, all this bullshit like your phone's notifications ringing or somebody calling you or your mom calls you to get something from the grocery store, all these random little distractions, you might not think it like reduces your focus because you think that, okay, I'll just get back into focus. No. Each distraction is like 15 to 20 minutes of focus lost. It should be just you and the task at hand. The task you're supposed to be doing is supposed to be the hardest task of your day that you're supposed to do. So obviously this doesn't mean, oh yeah, you take notes from the textbook onto your notebook. Sure, that could be considered as studying, but that's not necessarily the hardest task of studying. When it comes to studying, the hardest task could be doing a practice paper with no answer key or doing an assignment in a deadline, whatever it may be. Something that's really difficult and requires a lot of your brain power is what you should do in your deep work block. And then after the 90-minute block, you take a very long break. It could be like 20-30 minutes to an hour so that your brain recharges. This is kind of like going in very long sprints, like in a marathon. It's like going in very long sprints and then slowing down for like 20-30 minutes and then going for another sprint again. This deep work idea, you can do it for like 4 blocks. Nobody can actually do more than 4 blocks because it's really effective and it's like very draining for your brain. So if you do 4 of these, you can max out at 4. You can just try 1 per day and really see how much you get done. You'll notice that the deadline or like the target you keep for how much you want to get done in studying will be complete within 30 minutes. Because of that 90-minute block, you enter a workflow and a focus flow, and you finish the task way earlier than the 90 minutes. And that's fine, by the way. You can finish the 90-minute block early. But the idea is, when you do this specifically with no distraction, no music, no lo-fi bullshit, just you and like maybe the practice paper or like the textbook that you want to study, whatever it may be, just you and that, I promise you, your focus just unlocks and you get like infinite focus. This is much better than Pomodoro techniques. I also try Pomodoro techniques. The thing is, with Pomodoro, generally it's like 25-minute, 5-minute break or 50-minute, 10-minute break. Sure, that could work for some people, but the problem is our brains are made to work in 90 minutes. It's not just deep work. Our little biologies were made to work in 90-minute blocks. When you sleep, you're in 90-minute sleep cycles. We're made to work in 90-minute blocks. When you do Pomodoro, what happens is you get into a deep workflow, and let's just say you pick the 5-minute option. After the 25 minutes finished, the 5 minutes, you kind of lose your focus. Because I told you, when you distract yourself or you get a distraction, that's 15 minutes gone. For that 5 minutes, you're deliberately doing that to yourself. You would literally be much better. You will feel much better when you're trying to focus on something when it's a 90-minute timer, because we're literally built to do work in 90 minutes. Now, when you get into this deep workflow, so this is how I do it. Essentially, get the task at hand is what I did. So I blocked out 90 minutes to study this chapter, okay, in Google Calendar. Now, when it starts, I'll put a 90-minute timer on either on my phone. I don't use my phone. I use the laptop's 90-minute timer. So I put a 90-minute timer and I just try and do as much as I can in 90 minutes. I focus on one chapter and I just really finish it. Most of the time, I actually finish it by 40-45 minutes because you realize you're much smarter than you think. You're just not allowing yourself to focus. If you actually allowed yourself to focus, you'll realize you're very good at studying to the point where you don't even need the 90 minutes. But still, allow yourself the 90-minute timer. Now, when you start off, the first 5 to 10 minutes, you're gonna be kind of shit at it. for the first 5 to 10 minutes, you're not going to be able to focus. Your brain's going to go everywhere. You're going to look out the window. You're going to maybe want to check your phone. What I would suggest is like keep your phone under your pillow. You can't see it, but you keep your phone under your pillow. If you just don't see your phone, that reduces how much impulse you get to get your phone by like 50%. So just keep it under your pillow. You might want to like, drink some water, get up and go get some coffee, whatever it may be. Just like fight it for the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes you drop into focus. No human is able to just go from point A to point B when it comes to focus. It's like a very slow process. Once you get into focus, just stay like that. You're gonna be in this focus flow, get as much as you can done in that 90 minutes, and then after 90 minutes, or if you finish early, just go for like a walk around your house. Don't focus on anything specifically, because then you're still in that focus zone and you won't rest. I have more videos just like this. You can click here and then like click something, subscribe if you want to subscribe. Bye. Mwah.